What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty Wednesday videos. Going to start this one off with recruiting. As promised, we're going to show actually 4 teams and then rotate them weekly. So first and foremost, we'll start off with me, the Thunderwolves, and get some updates on our recruiting board. So Gunner Rivers, we're making some moves here, but Little Rocks...
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I like that our guys are moving up on his board because we were totally absent prior.
Right.
And we're making progress.
Right. So we're just going to be still pushing forward for him. Anthony Jacobs, we're in the lead there. Got some team builder teams behind us, though, so we're going to have to try to keep our momentum up with them. Apollo Warren, we're in third place, starting to lose ground with Texas. Xavier Wiggins, the running back, 78 overall.
5 stars.
Yeah, this is a guy that I would really like to bring in. Maybe we should have probably allocated some more points to him, but regardless, we're still in the running with Oklahoma. James Holmes, I really want to get this guy, #1 pass rusher.
Wants to go to Ball State.
Yeah, that's interesting. Ali Smith, the tackle. MJ Ward, we're in the lead there. Quincy Booth. Rafer Vincent, he really wants to go to Penn State. Okay. And that's really interesting because everybody's a grand behind Penn State. So he might be out of the running, but I'm still going for him. 600 points there. Alex Johnson, free safety. And then, you guys can see kind of a rough estimate.
Travis Jackson, he's torn. Alabama Navy. I
don't know how you can get so torn with that. Curtis Narcisse. I think I said that right. Dylan Bowers. Let me know, though. I think he already told me how to pronounce it, but 610 points away there. Quan, 725. So, I mean, we're still in the running with all of our guys. Faintest 9 there. Yeah. Camden Tucker, we're pretty much going to lose out on him, I think. 900 points deficit. David Murphy, quarterback. So, you guys can kind of get the idea. We're in striking distance with all of our guys. And then look at this. We already have a signing.
Wow.
This guy from Ohio, the guard, #9, Steve Walker, is going to Ohio State.
Okay. It's a little early for that, but okay.
On to the next team.
Okay, we are going to skip ahead and look at the Nebraska State Prairie Dogs.
Prairie Dogs.
Yeah, we're making big progress here with Ben Chinoski. I mean, he's liking us quite a bit. I think we're going to lock him early.
That's actually pretty cool because, I mean, he's that dual threat guy.
I think he's going to end up here. And as you guys, if you recall from our #2 video, we are looking at quarterback really, really hard. I mean, these true freshmen are going to be better off the bat than what we have coming back for next season. So Galveston, we're making a big push. A lot of team builder teams on his board. Gamble Cole, I didn't like the way our secondary played in that opener, so it's good to see that we're still way behind for Gamble Cole. But we're going to be targeting some secondary guys. Anthony Adams, another quarterback. I should
still
say.
In the running with him.
Yep, Monet, we're a little bit behind, but still a lot of potential progress we can have. Lamont O'Neill, another quarterback. See some defense. And we need to make up a little bit of ground on some of these defensive players. I think we're going to kind of wait and see which quarterbacks are falling by the wayside. Maybe we can fill up some more points there. I just spent all my coaching upgrades on gameplay because we were so bad.
Right.
Dante LaBelle, you guys can see here, Little Rock vaults to the top of his board. And we
gotta hit that hard.
Yeah, we want him. I think once we sign him, I think he's going to pick that speed back up because he had that injury. Danny Mason and Cody Henderson and Shedrick Lewis also going after them. And that's where the Prairie Dogs stand right now. Okay, the third team that we're going to look at is the McAllen Matadors here, and they're making a push for Gunner Rivers. They want to keep that quarterback pipeline churning. They got a lot of good quarterbacks on the roster already, but Rivers could be the next big one. Matt McDaniel, and I mean, this is a team I think that's going to kill it in recruiting if they can get some of these 5-star athletes especially. So they're second for McDaniel and Howard. Cook, a 4-star guard, they are #1. Making a push hard here for Mike Evans. And Rory Stronghead, a JUCO, so kind of interesting. They really like this guy, though, as a prospect. And we get a little bit of work to do there to get onto his board.
Well, that's a good one right there.
Darrell Jackson, yep. Vince Hunter from Idaho. he's looking at Odessa quite a bit there.
Man, they got a good board right here.
I know,
all these 70 freshmen.
70s are good. We want those guys. Quan Alexander. I like where he's headed. I'm gonna try to find some more guys. Andres Buckley, we want him. We are currently number 2 there. We're just gonna check out his board. Not really too much of a presence. I see Little Rock and ACU. The ACU is way down. Let's go for Camden Tucker. What do we got here? 5th. Okay, so we're the highest team builder on Tucker's board. And
I still got a lot of guys up in their like top 2s.
Yeah.
So McAllen's like really killing it. Like, look at that. You're just
Henry.
scrolling through right there like that, and you weren't even putting any points on these guys, and they're still like in the lead.
These guys we're gonna try to go after later. We're trying to front load it a little bit in the early going, see who sticks around and what doesn't work. And we're gonna move on to ACU next.
All right, so let's talk about the ACU Spartans guys. Most of your guys are on here.
Right. Although I will say that ACU is pretty far behind on a lot of their boards in the early going. We made a lot of progress from the off season through week 1 with a lot of these 5-stars. You remember James Holmes?
Yep.
They're right behind you there.
Yep.
You're gonna have a challenge. You see Rodriguez. They're going after Bowers. They're on the board for Rivers. We'll see what happens there. Lonnie Flowers, 5-star. McDaniel shows up again here from Louisiana. Fitzpatrick from Texas. There's a name I haven't seen yet other than Kansas A&M's board. Doug Flores, 5-star running back. There's Jarrell Jackson again.
I think this has a lot to do with something that you mentioned in the very beginning, was that there's a playing time issue. Because a lot of the guys on ACU right now are very young and really good. So,
yeah, Gamble, Cole, Jackson, and Warren, from the offseason through week 1, we did not see a lot of progress there. I could put more of those points, but we want ACU to kind of have that top prestige. So we're trying to push ahead with these 5-stars a little bit. You see, Kleck, we're in 10th. LaBelle, we're in 10th.
Right.
So maybe, if we put 700 on those guys, maybe we'll move up their boards. And we might get to that stage eventually. But like you said, playing time at ACU, hard to come by at this point in time, might be a drawback for a lot of these guys.
Might deter them from wanting to sign. And the biggest thing, though, is the ACU people out there, you fans of ACU, should be all of you, but you don't have anything to worry about. If you don't sign these guys, you don't have a big recruiting class, there's not really anything to worry about because you've got such a young group of guys depth-wise coming up that are already in their 70s. It's almost like you've already got a recruiting class that's already on your team.
In a large way. And especially if they land some of these 5-star guys.
Right, it just adds more ammunition to the gun there.
I will say, let's look at, I see Broken Arrow there for Buster Smith. We're not focusing on those team boards, but we're just looking at kind of who these guys are looking at. And Mendoza, we got Midland State, Broken Arrow. So like I was talking about.
Yeah. Broken
Arrow, pretty good recruiting. We'll get to them next week. And we're going to move on here.
All right, guys, now it's time to check in on the Thunderwolves practice. We're going to be working on some things here with Cade Wilson and the play action. Notice that in a lot of the game against Oklahoma State there's a pick.
You had him a little bit early.
Yeah. We were watching some of the CPU play against them and against itself, and the Y route was wide open all the time. We wanted to work with Cade Wilson on some of the play action passes because I feel like these passes have to be hit.
Yeah. We
want to work in the run game with DeQuandre Shook and Wimberly a lot. And in order to do that, you got to have a good play action pass. And the other thing is the offensive line has been really shoddy on those. So what I want to be doing is I want to be looking at, so you can't make that throw.
No, we got to make it earlier.
Right. It's got to be right
there. Really.
Boom. Yeah. Your first read has to be right off the snap. It's got to be okay, why? And I can't get the throw off. So got to work on the play action throw for Wilson and the offense. Nice, easy 5 to 7 yards right there. Another play that I want to work on is getting DeQuandre Shook involved a little bit more. And what I've got going with him is that I want to work him in on the strong side, or on the weak side actually, and get him going on maybe some halfback base, maybe in the corner in the face of some blitzes here. There's Shook, because I want to use his athleticism and start like, there you go, something like that. You know what I mean? Get him going up the middle, get those linebackers to come in on the blitz, and then just hit the hole and go.
Yeah, he was kind of invisible in that opening game. Good to see that he's still involved with the game plan.
Right, and if we can hit that to the left side off that guard, that's going to be huge for DeQuandre Shook. Like right here, boom, 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 boom. Nice. I like it. So if we can work on those two things, get DeQuandre Shook involved a little bit, and get some play action passes working, I think that this offense could really take a big step forward in the next game against a good team to practice against, UL Lafayette.
All right, so we are going to check in with the Prairie Dogs in their practice. And they're kind of working on a trick play here. Let's see what they can do here. They're hitting Highshaw.
Little gimmicks. They're trying to do some gimmicks to try to help spark this offense.
Yeah, we're trying to introduce some gadget plays. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, he's trying to flip it to Brenneman off this shake and post route. He's trying to. It's just not. Wonder if you have to move Brenneman with a deeper curl, maybe. Oh, see, that was gonna work. It was gonna work.
Dang it!
It's a risky play.
Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, I think he had him. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like a hook and ladder.
Yeah, so I think if you had a deeper curl for Brenneman, it might work.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's see what we get here. No, I think a lower one would work better. Oh, we might have saw him.
Yeah. Once the pass is thrown, once the pass is caught, he's got a pick. He's got a little bit of a pick going right there. Oh, well, maybe not.
Well, let's try it again.
But Rooney is inaccurate. Are you throwing to A?
Yeah.
Rooney is just so inaccurate.
Yeah, I'm not feeling a high enough conversion rate here. I could hit B on that route, though. Let's see what we got. There it is. So might have something there. I will say I did hit one of these.
Yeah,
before I started talking, and we'll show it right here. Okay, so now we got Willis in here. Like, we're thinking about maybe running a little bit more option. We're thinking about maybe getting Monson the majority of the touches here. Prairie Dogs also have the wrong practice pants, by the way. Green doesn't work with the pants stripe, but we'll just ignore that for right now.
Oh, for the roads?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always bothered me. I know it's always bothered you, but it's always bothered me too. Look at Shanka.
Yeah, it was the wrong read. Whoopsie. Okay, keep it, Willis. Off the tackle. Man, this team is not that good. So, and, well, you know, the coaching staff, if you guys are curious about what direction they're going to go, I mean, they're staying mum, I think is the right word. They're not really tipping their hand about which quarterback is going to get the start here against Minnesota.
Hush, hush.
Yep, and this is good play.
Willis can hit those. He's got some touch.
Yep. And, you know, let's see Willis here against the blitz. Pretty good, pretty nice throw there. I think, I mean, it'd be hard to justify playing Rooney. There's a drop again. I should note also, like, because you had to slim that video down, my offense had like 6 or 7 drops.
Yeah.
So you got to see all of my bad plays, but you didn't see some of the bad CPU plays. I have to clear my name a little bit. Let's see Yarborough here.
Yeah, it's not all on users. Some things you can blame on users.
Some of them were my fault, for sure.
Oh, you mean like the one where you ran out of bounds?
Yeah, I
and
ran out of bounds.
away.
I throw the ball away on 4th down. I threw a pick against man coverage. Oh, that he was totally covered. But we'll see. We'll see how Willis does. I mean, they don't want to leak it, but all the common sense says Willis is going to play. We see him taking the majority of the snaps. Let's see if he can hit a deep throw. Probably not.
Oh
my goodness!
Oh, he dropped it. Or did he let it go?
Or did he flip it like a BA?
Yeah, or he handed it to the defensive back.
He caught
here
it.
you go. Here
he
you
totally
go.
caught it.
He went over top of the guy and caught it for sure.
All right, that's it from Prairie Dog Camp. All right, folks. Here we have Shreveport. They got a huge game this week coming up at Texas A&M. First big test of the year. This is our first look at Ronnie, or I almost called him Ronnie Wingo. That was
not Ronnie Wingo.
Real player for Arkansas. Excuse me, Andre Wingo.
Yes.
And let's see how he hits that hole.
Well, his linemen are not really helping him out here. We do have it's a lineman, guys, that's trying to move. That's not the tight end. It's an extra, a third string lineman.
Cummings?
Yeah.
He might be the fullback. He's probably fullback.
This play right here it's almost like it's not working where it's supposed to originally go. So Wingo's trying to take it to the left. He could just take it to the right here, just bust it out by Britton where it's supposed to be designed to go. But you got that safety or that corner that's coming down there. That's Mays.
All right. Well, Wingo. Let's see what he can do inside here. Let's take a look at what they're working on. Now, Shreveport, I like their interior offensive line. They can get a pretty good push.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good 6 to 7 yard gain right there.
Right.
And if we keep running this, I mean, this is against a 2-man, so they're manned up. Let's see how it faces off against the blitz. Coach
LaDuca was asked, by the way, of his usage of Andre Wingo with 18 carries against UMass. And he was asked, is he Andre Wingo for Texas A&M? And he said, quote, "We just wanted to get Andre some reps. We wanted to get him feeling like he was getting in a rhythm." When asked if Texas A&M would see more of Andre Wingo, he replied, "Maybe."
Very cryptic, very short and sweet. It's a big game for Shreveport and this team. I mean, for the university, for the players, they're trying to stack up against a huge opponent. There's Wingo trying to do a little too much, but
he's running it right into the teeth of the blitz here, and they're anticipating A&M to stack the box here and really try to force LaDuca to beat them versus Wingo. They know what they're going up against here, and they're practicing on run. Oh, look at that!
Nice.
Now they're practicing against that 8-man, 9-man front even. And the idea here is if Wingo can get them 4 yards a touch, I mean, that's a first down every drive.
Exactly.
Every series.
Exactly. So, and even in this blitz, he's doing that. He's picking up a good 5 yards every time.
Now, and if they're going to beat A&M with that stacked front and projecting them a lot of blitzes, they're going to definitely have to try to hit some play action downfield. I think that's going to be LaDuca's MO in that game.
Yeah, if they can hit A down here to Britton or even Groves with the B if they really want to take a shot. If the line picks up and gives them some time, Groves all day there.
And Groves had 2 touchdowns against UMass, so quickly developing into LaDuca's favorite target, I would think.
Right there. Look at that. Perfect strike right there. So if LaDuca can spot that the line is giving him enough time, here probably not. Got to go to A, the safe valve. But got to hold on to the ball there, Britton. But yeah, give him enough time like right here, and you can hit Groves all day.
That's a play I think Shreveport needs. All right, so we're going to catch up with the kind of the rest of the league and see what happened. I see Alabama destroyed Virginia Tech. That was a Chick-fil-A game. Florida State wins their ACC opener. USC wins their Pac-12 opener against Texas. You got to get used to that.
Yeah, it's really weird to say.
Texas, Oklahoma are now Pac-12 teams. Clemson gets the win over the Georgia Bulldogs. And I do want to check out the top 25 just because there was some carnage courtesy of the Big 12. Mm-hmm. We took out 10, 11, and 12.
Whoop, whoop.
Number 10, number 11, number 12 all went down. I think
in Wisconsin, Oklahoma State, and Notre Dame.
Not Notre Dame, LSU. Notre Dame was unranked.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we're just going to take a look at who's moving up. I see South Florida moving up. I mean, we're starting off the year a little bit behind just because of the team builder situation. Oklahoma State holds on for top 25.
Yeah, but they're well on their way out.
Yeah,
here soon.
So no LSU, Wisconsin dropout, and none of our teams are getting votes yet. That'll change for sure. All right, let's look at Player of the Week here. I see Kenny Brocious for Denver Tech. 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Congratulations, Kenny Brocious.
Big time. He didn't show up against Hornibrook to try to tackle him with Shapansky.
Didn't catch him.
All right, let's check out Robert Bishop's numbers. You guys saw him against Notre Dame. He absolutely killed it. 498 with 3 scores, 63 attempts. This is what you guys wanted to see with the air raid vote.
2 yards shy of 500. Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, where's the Graham Harrell type of numbers?
All right, and again, these are the week 2 matchups here. We made our picks in the previous video, but before we head into week number 2 on Saturday, do you have any kind of final thoughts here?
Well, I mean, obviously a couple days have gone by. We've had a chance to digest everything that's happened. And so now when we're looking at this week 2, I'm thinking ACU is going to have a tough test here against TCU.
Yeah, they're rated as a B. And, I mean, it is a road game.
I still think they're going to win. I still think ACU is going to win. But, it might not be a trouncing as it was against Notre Dame.
Yeah, and the Notre Dame score could have been a lot worse than it was.
Right.
Honestly, like, we watched the game. We know who the better team was right there.
Oh, yeah.
It was ACU.
By far.
McAllen they're off to a bit of a slow start just in terms of, I should say, a delayed start.
Yeah.
Because Baylor has already warmed up here against FCS Southeast. I assume that's probably Stephen F. Austin or Southeast Louisiana or something.
Well, and the other thing, but I'm not worried about it because Jed Carmichael is a boss.
Yeah, I think he'll be ready to rock and roll. Should be a very high-scoring game. And we talked about Shreveport, big upset possibility. This is A&M's first game as well. And we see the differential here. It's a grade. They're a grade lower than Texas A&M.
That rush offense, number 10 in the country.
So far, yeah. And Louisiana rated very poorly on offense. I think you're going to end up rolling here.
One would think.
Just don't turn the ball over, and you should win easily. Let's check. Let's just see here. I mean, UTEP and OSU are not that far apart from each other.
It's kind of like what I was saying last week when I was looking at these teams. I'm thinking, like, okay, it's not really a given here, especially given that Odessa's defense is not too good.
Like we said, there's a lot of guys first on that depth chart who are in the 60s, so they got some holes in the levee, so to speak. And UNLV Amarillo, huge mismatch here. These rosters are pretty harsh on some of these smaller teams, but I think they should be because maybe the NCAA or the core rosters are too forgiving. Right. I see sometimes where, like, if UNLV is a C plus and USC is a A minus, the USC could lose to UNLV. So maybe it's probably for the best that we got some D's in there.
Look for Amarillo to win this game. And I think that they will win this game handedly.
Yeah, I think they'll bounce back. Here's another team, Southern Miss rated as a D+ versus a Little Rock.
I think they should handle them pretty good too.
Yeah, I think they got this. And we're a C-, so we're a whole grade lower than Minnesota. Kirk likes Minnesota, obviously.
It's kind of like what I was saying last week. Is I was saying that Minnesota, if you were going to lose to any team in this 3-game stretch here, it would be Minnesota.
It's the world against the Prairie Dogs. Broken Arrow, UNC, very evenly matched here. Defense rating for UVA is a little bit lower. I think that's going to end up doing them in. I don't like the Wranglers to win this game.
Nope, their offense is just not up to snuff when you compare them to North Carolina's defense.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you get Larry Fedora, and, UNC, how they have ups and downs occasionally, but the offense is just almost always there. Larry Fedora is a good offensive coach. I don't like the Wranglers in this game. I really don't.
I mean, with Drew Snyder not really getting it going, I don't like it either.
Yeah, that'd be an upset. And I think this game will be pretty close. I would put Denver on upset alert. BYU is a pretty game squad most of the time. They are at home, though. This is the home opener for Denver. I think they'll be pumped up, ready to go. I think they'll take it.
I think Durkinen will have a great game.
Yep.
All right, guys. So at the end of every single one of these Wednesday videos, we're going to do a comment of the week. And it goes to, this week, Jacob Canatella. I probably said that incorrectly. It does sound Italian. It probably is Italian. I'm part Italian, and I still can't pronounce it. It's probably Canatella. I'm going to go with that. But I thought that this comment was actually very well thought out. It took a lot of, I don't want to say it took a lot of effort, but it took some effort to actually write all this out. And so I figured, why not? Why not? But all your comments this week were pretty good. I would probably say the best one, like second place, the honorable mention would have been going to Skylar Stefanski. He actually wrote something about the Nebraska State game, saying how, oh, wait, my expectations are, well, this is Nebraska football. So I thought that was kind of funny. But to Jacob Canatella, good job, sir. You won comment of the week. You guys can see it. I'm not going to read it off, but I think that this was pretty funny. Danny Etling might be the next Tom Brady, but he was also wearing number 58 in practice. And it verified everything that we were talking about Coach Orgeron. So it's definitely Mr. Conservative. So, guys, that is it for this episode. Hope you guys leave a like. Hope you guys like this episode. And kind of the format for Wednesday videos. So looking forward to more of these in the future. This will be running all season long. We'll have Wednesday videos just like this one, and then Saturdays will be game days. So hope you guys leave a like, and if you're new to the channel and you like it, you love it, and you want more of it, you know what you got to do. Hit that little red button for a subscribe or my logo to never miss a single Team Builder Big 12 video. I will see you guys on Saturday with the brother, and we will get into some week number 2 action. As always, peace.